Hi everyone, welcome back to Colouring with Kay and thank you for joining me today. So I hope you're all doing well and you're enjoying your colouring this month. And so recently I put out a video which was an updated coloured pencil collection, and I thought that I'd do one for my watercolour pencils. So I don't have as many watercolour pencils as coloured pencils, but I still think I have more than enough, so I'm gonna go through it with you. So we'll move Kitty out the way and get started. Now I haven't swatched all my pencils out because I was moving to a new swatch system, and so some of my pencils are watercolour pencils are not swatched out. So this case here is a bit of a I need to sort of organise this a little bit better, but I have the 48. Just going to put my close-up glasses on so I can see even better. So I have the 48, I think it is, Derwent watercolour pencils, and these are really nice actually. They are beautiful pencils. I do really like how they work. I actually need to swatch them. I think I've got 48. There is one or two that are a bit sort of prone to breakages, like this rose pink, unfortunately, but they are really nice watercolour pencils. I haven't got the full set. Like I said, I think I've got 48. I think there is 48 here. And then the other ones that I have got, which I haven't also swatched, are the Staedtler Carrot aquarelles. These are really nice as well. I think I've got 36 of these. 30, 33, yeah, 36. So yes, I've got 36 of them, and I've got a few spare Supracolors when I was just buying some open stock. So these are the Supracolors which I actually tried out open stock first before I splurged on the whole set. So yes, this like houses a few of my watercolour pencils. Like I said, I need to swatch those out actually, because this is my sort of a new swatch system thing, new-ish, and I've put all my watercolour pencils that I've swatched out in here. Unfortunately those ones haven't been swatched yet. And then I have this flamingo pencil case. This isn't going to be a very long video because I have got more than enough watercolour pencils, but not nearly as many, like I said, of my colour pencils. Let's start this way. So these are the beautiful Albrecht Durer. Now with these, I initially started many years ago with 24 of these, and I don't actually like the really thick barrel, but I'm getting used to it now, particularly now that I've got the Dahl 133 sharpener, thanks to you guys. Some of you guys recommended it, and these are really beautiful pencils, there's no question about it. The pigment just dissolves really easily. So then with open stock, I've been buying some, you know, every now and again I've been buying some, and I've got about 60 now, so they're all from here to there. I'll just show you the swatch for them since I have got them here. So this is the swatch for them. I won't take them out of the plastic case because I think you can still relatively well see them. So they are really gorgeous. Now I wrote out the whole 120 set. In fact, I'll just leave it in there, shall I? And so these are the colours that I have, and then with time I'll just make up the other colours. To my eye, they are absolutely beautiful pencils, but I don't think they're as pigmented as some other watercolour pencils. Just my opinion. I mean, they are gorgeous, don't get me wrong, but there are a few other brands that I think are a little bit more pigmented, but nevertheless they are top-notch pencils, there's no question about that. And then yeah, so I've got about 60 of those, and then I've got these Prismacolor. Should take one out here. I bought these a few years back. I didn't realise that Prismacolor did some watercolours. I think this is a 36 set. I think that's the largest set there is. And there is a name, True Blue, for example, and also a code as well, number code. The only thing with these is the quality regarding, you know, the build quality is not great. You can just tell the build quality is not great. They do crumble now and again. However, the pigment is absolutely gorgeous. It is so intense, so intense. It's unbelievable how intense the pigment is. These are the Prismacolors, and they are really beautiful. Are they worth it to have, even though the quality is you know, not as well made as Faber-Castell? Of course they are. I have to say yes, because I mean, the quality of the pigment is gorgeous. It's just a shame that the build quality isn't as great as, say, Faber-Castell. But the pigment intensity is, and the colours are gorgeous. I mean, you can just see that those, they're just really pigmented. I would say that they are more pigmented, to me anyway, in my opinion. They seem more pigmented than the Faber-Castell. But again, no pencil is 100% perfect. But yeah, I'm so pleased that I got these. And I think I got them from Amazon. I don't know if they're available anymore, but they were great. And then these are a few more Faber-Castells that I've just been buying open stock. And then here, these were one of the first watercolour pencils that I bought. I just wanted to try out some, and these are the Caran Prismacolor, and they are really nice as well. They are gorgeous pencils. I only got the 18 set. I don't know how, you know, how big sets you can get them in. I'm sure you can get them in a set more than 18, but they are really nice pencils as well. Of course, they're made by Caran, so you would expect them to be, but there we go, just 18 of them. And yeah, they were some of the first pencils that I ever purchased. And then here, I haven't done a swatch for these, but these are the Derwent metallic watercolour pencils. They don't particularly look that metallic when you add water to them. They just, that's just my honest view and opinion. They don't look that metallic. I think they might look a little bit more metallic on black paper, but yeah, they were pencils that I bought many years ago. So you can see, you know, I still have them. So yeah, I wouldn't get rid of them because I still want to keep them. So yeah, those are them. So that's that. Next, I have this humongous pencil case. So I think it's 250 count pencil case. So in here, I'll do it this way around, I have my absolutely beloved museum aquarelles. So these are definitely one of my favourite watercolour pencils. They're definitely an expensive brand, but I love them, and they work really well. So yeah, they've got the number on, sorry, they've got the name there, bright green, and a code as well. So these museum aquarelles I did of course swatch out, and let me find them. So they start here. So they are very pigmented. I would say slightly more than the Albrecht Durer, Faber-Castell Albrecht Durer. But when you think about the fact that you get 120 Faber-Castell Albrecht Durer, whereas this only goes up to 76, you know, you've got to take that into consideration as well. But these museums are very well made, you know, just like the Faber-Castell. So yeah, I mean, and you'll probably get the 120 Faber-Castell Albrecht Durer for less money than these museums. I haven't checked the prices lately, but I think that's right, if I'm not mistaken. But do check, yeah. I really like the muted earth tones in the museum aquarelles. They do lack, however, in pinks. They definitely lack in pinks and purples, and that's the reason why I eventually splurged and got the Supracolors, the 120 Caran d'Ache Supracolors. These are stunning pencils. I love the slimmer barrel. It's just me, I just love slimmer barrels for some reason. They've got the name and the code. They go very well with the Pablo's coloured pencils. They just look like Pablo's actually. And yeah, the Supracolors, I think I've swatched as well. They are beautiful pencils. I would say just as good as the Faber-Castell Albrecht Durers. I think they are just as good as those. I just love the certain tones that you can get in these Supracolors. And of course, I got them so they would, you know, they've got more pinks and purples which are lacking in the museums. Because the museum aquarelles lack in those colours because it's only 76. But yeah, that's it, I think, yeah. So yeah, the Supracolors, definitely a worthwhile purchase. And then here I have I've taken some out because they're being used on a page, but I've got the Derwent Graphite, of which I think there's only 24. And then to complement them, I think I got these, which were the, in fact, have I got a swatch of the Graphite? The Graphite are beautiful pencils. I'm just going to see if I can find them. There we go. So these are the Graphite, so muted tones, very beautiful, really give you that, you know, more unique look, more rarer colours that you don't really find in your standard watercolour sets. So yeah, those are the Graphite, and then I have the Spectrum Noir colour tints, which I think there were 212 sets, that's right, 212 sets. You can see some of them here as well. So their colours are slightly brighter than the Graphite, but they still got that muted look as well. So those are them. And then this is the nature set. So there's 212 sets for the Spectrum Noir colour tint. There's 12 primary, which are these, and then there's this one, which is the nature set. So yeah, really, really nice. And then finally I have the Staedtler tinted. I think you get I think that's 12 as well, yeah, 12 set of the tinted watercolour pencils, the Staedtler ones, and they work really nicely. They are really nice, and it was just to extend the range, you know, for the Graphite style of pencils that I wanted to sort of add to. And that's it really. So those are all my pencils, and I have a couple of, well, I've got one, I know these aren't strictly speaking watercolour pencils, they are Inktense of course, but yeah, these were one of the first pencil gifts that I got from my husband, which was the Derwent Inktense, and you can see that they have been well loved because they are, quite a few of them are getting shorter there, but they are just so worthwhile. They're beautiful. I have got a swatch of them. So this is the swatch. Absolutely beautiful colours, but remember, as with watercolour you can reactivate and move the pigment around, but with these you cannot. So once they have been dissolved, the pigment's been dissolved, it will stay put, which is maybe useful to you in some contexts. you know, when you want them not to be moving. But they're some beautiful colours. I just wish they would come out with more colours, because that would be great. Would love to see more Inktense colours. So that's the wooden box of the Inktense. And then finally I was given these to show on my channel. So this is from Magic Fly, the Watercolour 72 pencils. Still kept them in the case. They are not my favourite pencils, but they are still nice as a watercolour pencil. I have got a swatch here, not as pigmented of course as the more expensive brands, but they're still good for a beginner. And some, you can see here, some of them didn't dissolve too well when I added the water. You can still see that the pigment's not moved particularly. That's not the problem with all of the pencils, that's just a problem with, I just found that with a few of the pencils, the pigment didn't seem to dissolve too well. But like I said, only with some of the pencils, not the full 72, so that's why I say they're not a bad set if you want to just have a little go. And that's it. Those are all my watercolour pencils in my collection. So thank you so much for watching, if you stuck by all this time, and enjoy your colouring, and until next time, take care, bye.